resulted in a competitor on Bravo's Top Chef, where she won audiences with her fun catchphrase, can I say it? Hoo-hoo! And her philosophy to always cook and love. She's the author of cookbooks Carla Comfort Foods, Favorite Dishes from Around the World, and Cooking with Love, Comfort Foods That Hug You. Please join me in a round of applause in welcoming Carla and our other panelists who you'll meet very, very shortly. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. It is such an honor to be here and to represent P&G and the Oprah's Life You Want weekend. But more importantly, to be around so many amazing women. I feel your energy. I'm going to give you chills thinking about you guys and what I know you can do and what you will be doing and what you find out about yourselves this weekend. Although, you know, living your life comes with many hurdles. No woman should settle for mediocrity, and no woman should feel like she is alone. Because you have sisters all over the world. Sisters. You see your sisters around you right now? You have sisters all over the world. And that's why I am here to support Olay, the national co-sponsor of the tour, and additional P&G brands like CoverGirl and Orgullosa. And it's because they understand the power of women and building a community of women across the nation. And that how we can help bring out the best in all of us. And that is why we're here. We're here for that common goal this weekend. Now, my journey to getting here on this stool with these amazing women, it wasn't easy. I had lots of hurdles. But I had two women in my life who helped bring out the best in me. And that was my mother and my grandmother. And they said to me, Carla, it is your job to be happy. It is not your job to make $1 million. It is your job to be happy. And what they instilled in me was that I have to follow my heart. And when I follow my heart, that is going to be the constant throughout my entire life. You're going to have ups and you're going to have downs. You're going to feel like maybe you did not make the right decision. But the flat line, not the flat line of death, but the flat line of your heart, the constant, the thing that's going to keep you going is your heart. And that is what you need to be listening to every single day. And if you forget that, you have your good girlfriend next to you and say, honey, listen to your heart. All right? P&G, Crystal talked about a survey. And according to the survey, the women here in Miami, the top 2 mindful superpowers that would be the greatest improvement in their life were 1, being completely unafraid to take chances without the fear of failure. And I just wrote down, the first thing that came to me when I was thinking about the Bounty paper towels was, do not be, the thing is, if you want to stay in the middle. It just is. When you are doing the thing that you were meant to do, you're not swayed by the false sense of praise. You're not swayed by the false sense of critique. You have to be in the middle and true to yourself, and that's where you're going to find your power. All right? I started my career as a CPA, and it's following my heart. I was in the middle of Ocala, Florida. It was 1,000 degrees. You live in Ocala? Girl, there's no breeze in Ocala in the summertime. You know, parents are from Ocala. I was counting I-beam, and that sun was bouncing off those I-beams, and I was turning green. And I looked over, and there was this accountant holding a piece of paper and lining it up, trying to line up the edges. And I said, oh my God, that could not be me. So I literally quit my job in 2 weeks. Went to Paris. I had 10 words of French. I had 1 telephone number and a hotel room. That was it. And I was 23 years old. And I'm like, see ya, peace out. I am afraid to not be happy. So anyway, enough about me. I want to introduce these amazing women who probably have similar stories of following their heart and I want them to get to sharing that with you. We have Jessi, singer, composer, station Perico and Jessi Leon. And as a young artist, Jessi has lived in Argentina, the traveling, and the U.S., and shares in her music her vibrant bicultural perspective, which led to the creation of the Orgullosa anthem. Okay, I won't put you on the spotlight just to give us an answer, but okay, hold on. The duo is currently promoting their new album, Fuerza Mayor.
Fuerza Mayor.
Fuerza Mayor.
It means stronger force.
Stronger. Is that what we're here to talk about? Yes. That's what we're here to talk about. But check this out. They are the nominees for the Latin Grammy for Best New Artist. That is amazing. Congratulations. And we also have Irma Martinez. She is considered to be one of the most influential personalities in the Hispanic community. She began her career as a fashion stylist, and for over 20 years she is known for portfolios including high-profile celebrities as Sofia Vergara, Shakira, Ricky Martin, Enrique Iglesias, Carla, and the list goes on. We can ask her some stories. She's an entrepreneur and founded Trinity Inc., a company that offers production services to the entertainment and lifestyle industries from a state-of-the-art studio in Miami. Please welcome Irma and Jessi. It is so amazing to have you here. I'm going to ask you just to scoot back just a little bit. Here. Jessi, scoot back so I can see Irma. Oh, please don't do that with your butt. Girl, get up. If you fall, I am seriously. Not on my watch are you going to be falling. Perfect. So I can see you both. Awesome. There's your water. Alright. So, now let's jump right in. The living your best life is full of hurdles, right? Can you talk to me about some of the hurdles that were pivotal moments in your life? And Jessi, let's start with you.
Well, as everybody knows, the music industry and music career for a lot of people in Mesa Latina, it was a very hard career to choose. You know? I have two passions. One is graphic design. That was always my plan B. And the music. You know, the music was always there since I was little. And I think that I made the best choice to have a passion, which for many women and me, it's so hard to choose even one. So the hurdles were so
beautiful. All right. So, but let's talk about some of those risks that you took, and when you saw a fork in the road, and one side seemed easier than the other, and so let's talk about that, and then what you felt in your heart, if you can remember, to take that other road, or who was there.
Well, I don't think there's the easy way. The easy way wasn't the graphic design. That wasn't easy either. That was a very long way that I still have so much more to discover. Sure, it's everything that, believe me, that's a lot of money that we are putting in our pocket, we're saving. And the risks and that we took, or that I took in my career in the beginnings, were the financial part. Because many people see, as what you say, that, oh, it's so glamorous and so beautiful, she's nominated and she's doing the video.
So you must be rich.
No, that's not happening. Yes, house is not near it. Yes. Well, there you go. But the financial part in the beginning was so important because my job as a graphic designer, and also Orgullosa was one of the first brands that believed in me as a woman, as a Latina, as a singer, and that kind of money that I was trying to make was invested in my music.
Not too long ago, I'm talking 2 years ago, just probably a month ago, when I have an appearance fee, and I used to say, okay, am I going to take that job? Oh, that's going to be my mixer. Oh, that's going to be my sheeter. Oh, I can get another employee. I never keep that money for myself. I'm probably the poorest of my employees that I have. And entrepreneurs, you know what I'm talking about. The person who owns the business has no money. I mean, they think you're rich, you're on TV, they think you're rich. So, Irma, talk about, you're one of the I mean, I know you had a big risk, but some of the other risks and what you were feeling in your heart when you were faced with that risk.
Well, for me, actually, I was working for a TV network doing the wardrobe. I was there for 4 years. Then I had my baby, and like a month in 1 day, and I was proud of that. So I remember going to the Human Resources Department crying, telling that guy, please, I have a baby. Oh my God, what am I going to do without a job? I depend on this job. I have to pay my bills. What am I going to do? So I cried like a baby all that night. I cried and cried and cried. And that's when my moment came. I said, listen, I can do this on my own. Why do I have to depend on anybody? And then I can take care of my baby at the same time. I'm going to start working from home. And I start calling producers here and there and saying, listen, I'm by my own. Just in case you need help, here and there, call me. And then the first producer called me one time to do a commercial for like $100. And I said, yeah, I'll do it. You know, I worked like a week for $100. And I was like, yeah, my first job. So that's how everything started. People start calling me, and one people introduced me to the other one until I realized that I was styling, doing commercials and doing TV shows for celebrities without. That's when the thing came along. Oh my God, I can do this. And I decided to start, making a big network, calling everyone, look in the phone book, when the phone books existed. Look to the phone book, each from A to Z, who I could call to offer my services. And that's how everything started. And then I met a producer that told me, listen, I cannot pay you right away because you're, single. You cannot file as a freelance. You're gonna get paid in 5 months. But if you make it official, like a company, we can pay you in 30 days. Oh, don't worry, I have a company tomorrow. And that's how Trendy Inc. came alive. I spoke to my husband like at midnight. I said, we put the kids to sleep. We say, okay, we have to make a company. What name we gonna put? And that's the next morning we were filing the papers and made Trendy Inc. what it is today. Trendy Inc. That's how it started.
That is such an inspiring story. And I think there's something that you said when you got fired, and then you went on, you're like, the mother in you, the survivor in you basically came out that you had to take care of your child. And Oprah said something in all the readings that I've done. It's like whenever you're in a situation and it seems very dire, that's when, frustration is the ability to do work. That's when you get to work. That's when your heart and your gut tells you what the next move is going to be, because we are inherently and intuitively survivors.
My input as a stylist every time you shop. So that's my next dream. So soon you're going to see Irma Style boutique.
I love that. I love that. I mean, it's the same with food. Somehow people can't see it. They don't have a vision, and you can help them find the vision for themselves. But for themselves, I know at 50 I'm going to be opening my first restaurant. Ciao.
Hey, you'll have to go.
And I know I'm sufficiently scared, as I should be, and I know that there are going to be a lot of
new challenges.
A lot of new challenges, but I want to keep reinventing myself and challenging myself. Now, as women and multitasking, and you've been talking about, Irma, your daughter, and balancing being a mother and a wife, and how do you balance? I mean, how do you make time for yourself? Because I think that is so important. As women, we're always giving out. We're always making sure everybody's okay. And then when it comes to us, we are honestly at our nadir and ready to pass out. 2 weeks ago, I thought I was having a nervous breakdown. I was running, I really did. I was running through the airport. I mean, like physically running. And then I get to the gate, and I'm going to St. Jude. Let me on the plane. I didn't think I could take another step. And then I just kept thinking American Ninja Warrior, and I just kept running. I swear, I just kept running. But when I finally got home after that trip, I was afraid to walk through the street and not smile.
I was like, cuando sabes cuánta falta me cuesta, es porque yo tengo la fuerza, yo tengo las ganas, Yo tengo la falda bien puesta, me siento orgullosa de ser latina y voy con la falda bien puesta.
I've got chills.
This was not rehearsed. I want you to know.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your talent with us. Thank you. Okay, Irma, I want you to share your talent. Now,
Oh my God.
the stylist. All right, so I want you to you have on this plain palette of a dress, either to get something from somebody else around the room as a necklace, a scarf, or to change your look, or pick somebody from the audience, bring them up here so that you can kind of curate a look from around the room. Will you do that?
Okay, let's see.
We have 2 minutes.
I'm gonna steal some pearls from you.
You have to get the pearls back. I just want to make sure we're all on aboard.
3 pearls.
Oh.
Yeah, this one little thing can do so much. See, I guess this is very quick, but you see, she already have the matching. I'm not crazy about the matching thing. I love to mix stuff, but I think for now, looking at it like that, I think it looks really good. Yeah,
I love that. It just really pops. And just the blue and those pearls that you found, thank you for those pearls. You may have to keep those because the blue picks up the navy in the dress. It's so gorgeous.
Yeah, the thing is when you have the clear stones, can go with anything because it picks up the color of
Yes.
any dress that you're wearing. So
I love that. And just like that. What?
it's your turn, no? We have to. Yeah, we have to.
Thank you, Irma. Energy that you all were giving us from you so that they could answer the questions the way that they did. Everything goes in cycles. Thank you. Multitasking. See? Okay, before we I just want to mention multitasking. I recently went to exhibit. It's called Kiku. Does anybody know the chrysanthemums that they grow, that they curate or grow in Japan? They have these amazing exhibits. And basically, they have this one stem, and they have all these flowers of the chrysanthemums. And so what they do is they prune the stems. So if they're going to go run one chrysanthemum, they prune the stems. And when you prune the stems, all of the energy goes to that one flower. It's bigger, it's stronger, and so when you're multitasking, I want you to realize that you are weakening every chore. We have to do it sometimes when you have an album and you have a cover. But I'm just saying, if you can plan so that you're not really multitasking, because when you do something fully, it will be bigger and brighter. And I just want to mention that. I'm multitasking. That's something I'm going to do in my 60s. I'm going to try to do that. Just a hand. You all were so incredible. Just your stories and your wisdom and your strength. Thank you for sharing. Thank you.
Be here.
Thank you. As you all continue to enjoy this weekend, I encourage you to explore the renewal and rejuvenation.